AJ Brownlee, Jamie Faulkner, coming back at you. We got a extra spicy edition of Total Spotfest. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for we were talking before. Anyway, it's good.
Muy
it's good.
caliente.
Muy caliente. So no, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We do appreciate your guys' support. We are going to get into Double or Nothing, where apparently we're just going to build up for everything else.
Yeah, this was a show. I compare this to Shakespeare. Much Ado About Nothing.
Like, we're going to talk about building up a lot of stuff, and the show itself, it's a show. So
it was 100% about what's happening in 2 weeks or a week and 3 days.
Not
whatever.
even just that, but just what's happening besides what happened tonight. So, anywho, no, we do appreciate you. If you are watching us live, hop in the chat, join us. We're chatting live with you. If you're on the replay, definitely leave a comment down below. Holler us on Twitter at Total Spotfest. Like, subscribe, share, please. That does help us out quite a bit. Or don't, but do. You know, you don't have to, but you could.
Do it. Do it.
Come on, do it. Hit the thumbs up button. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Jamie, how you been, man? I know you have been like burning the candle at every freaking end possible the last week and a half.
You know, I made a post about like, what's your favorite low blow type thing earlier today, or however, because I decided like, hey, let's just talk about some heel moves, because I feel like I've been getting kicked in the nuts for a week straight. And it's like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is, because it's like one thing after another, like at the ball fields all weekend. And then Jen had her pitting ceremony yesterday. We had practice and pitching today. And then tomorrow we have practice and graduation. And then Friday we now have games. And Saturday we have games. And then Sunday we have games. It's perpetual.
By the way, Jamie runs the department, and we have a big software release going on as we speak too. So I mean,
we speak, it's doing well, by the way. Going very well. I have been paying attention to it. So
there's that full-time job thing on top of that. So, oh my God, man. Well, I truly hope you get some sleep soon.
You know, dare I say, I'm on a collision course of going just insane, going mad. Or I'm just holding out, you know. Maybe I'm just not gonna do anything because my good friend is not gonna be with me, you know. I might just do that instead.
I want somebody to count. I want to hear, whether it's live or a replay. I just want counts. So
counts.
I just know, because it's like, I know how I just know how you get when you get loopy, and I suspect there's going to be references far and beyond tonight. So,
you know, I have been known to do things like that. I've been held accountable for doing such despicable acts.
Oh wow. Okay.
But you know,
well,
hashtag never forget. We'll
get right to it here. I was trying to see if there's anything else really going on in the world of wrestling, and honestly, not a hell of a lot. Like WWE just kind of like in standby mode right now. They're kind of just cruising along. The post draft or whatever. I will say this. I do love Indy Hartwell, and her Twitter is fantastic. And the fact that that she is reunited with Dexter Lumis and the wrestling's Johnny Wrestling and Candice LeRae all on the same show does pique my interest. I'm not going to lie. That was one of my favorite storylines of the past few years. So happy for that. Other than that, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on out of Japan. Stardom had their last big event about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, Julia lost her belt.
I know. I shed just a couple tears on that, but and she had a haircut because it was belt plus hair.
Yeah. But can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Serious question.
Of course you can. Please.
Serious question.
Please.
It's about Julia, so I know you'll be very intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think has a better V trigger, or in her case, a G trigger? Her or Kenny Omega?
Oh my God, that's fucking Sophie's choice you're throwing at me here, man. I
know. Hard-hitting questions here.
As much as I love Julia, I don't think anybody's better on the V trigger than Kenny Omega.
Hers is pretty sick, though.
Hers is really sick, and plus, she she's not like a Beth Phoenix or Rhea Ripley, right? But she is larger than a lot of the components, her opponents in Stardom, so it does look even better. But come on, Kenny's the king on that. I'm sorry, Julia. Please forgive me, but I can't go against him. So,
I agree, 100% agree. I'm sorry.
It's like, who does a better line tamer, Jericho or anybody else?
The answer is Maki Ito. No, it's Chris Jericho. It's Chris Jericho. But she did bust out that. Well, she busted out like the hybrid of my two favorite submissions. And the Texas Clover Tamer.
Clover Tamer.
Yeah, the Clover Tamer is what I'm calling it. I guess it's a Japanese Clover Tamer.
I need to put my Maki Ito sign up, but here's the weird thing. So I went to go buy a frame for it. And I was just double checking some stuff. It's not an 8x10. It's like an 8 3/4 by 11.5. It's like
you got to trim them down just a hair.
I can't because she signed up to the edge.
I know.
It's like, so now I got to get like a bigger frame and fit it. And it's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. But I will do it for Maki Ito. Simping ain't easy, y'all.
Simping ain't easy. Simping ain't easy.
That's enough about JJ swooning over Japanese female wrestling talent. Let's talk about some AEW. How about that?
All right. It was a go home eve of go homes.
It felt like a go home show all through and through.
Well, and here's the thing, and you and I talked about this last week. For all those who were on the show last week, I appreciate you. But where's those likes and subscribes? But seriously, we talked about how they need to ramp up ticket sales for Double or Nothing, and we said, hey, they need to do something big in order to get it. They need to get their main event set. They did, and I feel like we should just open with that because it just makes the most sense, and there's a lot of other good stuff. But so at the very end, Don Callis is going to speak.
X-Pac heat, fantastic.
Oh, dude. Well, no, it wasn't
X-Pac heat, but it was good.
It was legit heel heat, like Bobby the Brain Heenan top level. Like, we hate you, we want you to die, but please keep coming to our TV show so we can yell at you.
Walking out, security guards lining the whole rails, and no music. Oh.
It was awesome.
Old school heat.
Yeah, and I loved it because he came out and he's like, everybody wants me to talk about what I did to Kenny Omega, but no, it's about what Kenny Omega did to me. I'm the real victim here. I was like, oh, he's totally pulled the victim card. Classic. It was awesome. And like before he could really get into the heat, here comes Kenny Omega. And he starts just beating the hell out of security guards, gets jumped by the BCC. Then the BCC, come to the ring after he's laying there in a pool of his own sweat because there's no blood this time for once. But he's laying there, and then the BCC gets up. Moxley gets the mic. We're the real elite. We're the best. No one can touch us. We've been trying to tell you guys you aren't even on our level. Blah, 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 blah. Heel.
Give you one chance to walk away now and be done. It's like,
Cue Young Bucks music. They come out with a trash can full of goodies, and Nick is limping. Matt has got his arm wrapped still, his bicep, and then they're standing there, and the next thing you know, Kota Ibushi. Psych, it's not Kota Ibushi. It is.
You want that so bad. You were like,
I still do, and I still think
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I still think it's gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Kota Ibushi will be an AEW by Double or Nothing. Count it. That's not Mark Stradamus thing. It's not Mark Stradamus.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you.
This is me.
Full ham.
This is the real me. This is the real me talking. No. Okay. So, cue Hanger's music, and Hanger, I guess, is the Red Dead Redemption version of himself. An eye patch.
Yeah.
Snake Plissken.
Saint of Killers. I mean, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Snake Page, Snake Plissken Page.
I do like how he has a tan like like a saddle hide.
It was great.
So at least Eye Patch fits his attire, you know. Okay, committed to the bit. We are always committed to the bit.
Damn Skippy. So he comes out and he stands right next to Omega. There's a trash can between them, but then there he is. Omega and him lock eye and eye, because obviously you can't do eyes, and the cleaner gives him his barbed wire covered broom, and it's like this touching moment. It's like, I'm not crying, you're crying right now. Like two mortal enemies, the biggest payoff of ever in AEW, which then subsequently failed because they didn't build anything past it, but whatever. Great moment. They clear the ring, and now they officially have set their match, because Hanger grabs it and is like, anarchy in the arena. Anarchy in the arena.
Mm-hmm. Which I feel like we were both right. I mean, it's the same thing. It's no holds barred, whatever, you know. So, but yeah, right there, one of the themed matches. Let's see, the previous Anarchy in the Arena was what? It was the Elite versus Sting and Darby and somebody else, right?
It was just the Bucks. Yeah, I think it was just the Bucks versus Sting and Darby. It was Sting and Darby versus somebody.
The Sting and Darby were, because that's when Sting did, you know, I'm gonna do every big spot I can, you know, which is amazing.
I'm old, but I'm just gonna jump.
So Anarchy in the Arena set for Double or Nothing. Now, my real question to you, as you started to allude to a little bit ago, because part of me was thinking, interestingly missing in all of this when the action started was Don Callis.
Mm-hmm.
Don Callis has had this like little side project of Konosuke Takeshita the whole time. We have, specifically you, have specified a lot that Takeshita is going to be going with Callis to the BCC. He's never been formally connected to the BCC. Callis hasn't. Okay. We still have one more show between here and Double or Nothing. If you're going to have him fully join and bring Takeshita with him, it would be next week, correct?
Or at Double or Nothing.
Like they just insert themselves into the match sort of thing?
Yeah.
Which would bring out Kota Ibushi is what you're saying.
Exactly.
And I'm going to go the other path. I think they're saving the whole Takeshita turn and Ibushi for post Double or Nothing.
The Wednesday after? I could see that. I just don't want it. I want it then, because I think that's a bigger payoff in my mind. I feel like it makes more sense.
See, I'm with you. I thought, as it was happening, my thought was tonight would have been the night for that, to bring out Takeshita. Because then you have next week a lot of talk, build up, and then you have the big surprise at Double or Nothing, Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, but
I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be 4-4. I think it is what it is.
I think it's 4-4, but I think that Takeshita is going to insert himself because it's Anarchy, so it's no holds barred, no DQs, no nothing.
Right.
Yeah, and anything goes. For anybody who knows that movie, put it down.
I tell you, he's pulling them all out here, you know, guys.
All right. So I'm saying he's going to insert himself, cue Kota Ibushi's music as soon as something happens. Yeah, like it looks like it's clear cut. BCC's going to get the dub. Ibushi's music hits. We get the Golden Lovers back. Let's go.
That's a fantastic dream. I just personally,
but think about this. Kota Ibushi returns at Double or Nothing. He makes his first appearance on Dynamite. Think about the numbers when you know you have him on TV.
That's a good.
Because you already got the buys. You got the buys. You're getting the buys already for Double or Nothing.
You are.
You get that, then you get the ratings. First, you get the khakis. Then you get the girls.
And part of me wants to say, you ask, you know, what else they would do it for. Well, the biggest AEW news throughout the day, unfortunately, was the squashing of Tony Khan's big announcement tonight, because WB pretty much killed his announcement during their upfronts earlier today by formally announcing Collision, WCW Monday Nitro themed show, which I love. I love the fact that it's like
it too.
It's so fantastic. But
Perfect.
But part of the news that came out with that, outside of Tony's announcement, which he then announced they're going on tour in Canada, which we already knew about kind of, but formal dates of when they're going to be in, Regina, which I'm so glad he didn't fuck that up.
It rhymes with fun.
And Calgary and all that jazz. But
I'm just busting out the movie quotes. Sorry.
But the premiere show, which is June 17th, next week he's going to announce where it's at. It was supposed to be in Chicago the whole time.
It's still going to be in Chicago.
It's definitely going to still be in Chicago. We don't know if it's going to be United or not, but it's going to be in Chicago. Because this was supposed to be CM Punk's show, right? He's coming back. They're going to brand split, all this. Cool, right? Well, I was late to the party and reading some of the news. So after Dynamite, before we started the show here, I was reading about it. And turns out that CM Punk and AEW are at odds again. And that's why he was kind of pulled from the upfronts and not really announced for the show and all this stuff. Because I still can't. For some reason, this baffles the living shit out of me, Jamie. But because of Ace Goddamn Steel.
Ace Steel, ladies and gentlemen.
They won't bring Ace Steel back, so he's throwing a hissy fit.
Are you surprised?
I am not. I called this years ago when we first started talking about this, and I said, CM Punk's not really my jam. And I tried to get him a bit of a doubt when he came to AEW. Oh, he's a changed man. Like, nope, I was right. Give me a stamp. I was right all along.
Yeah. So yes, you were. And here we go. Spicy Jamie's getting ready to have a little bit of a rant. Okay. So you say, this is hypothetically speaking.
Just throw this out here.
You get in a fight with somebody at work. Okay. You are on a leave of absence from your work while they do their investigation.
Of course.
Okay. So you're doing said investigation at your work, at your job, whatever. You get in a kerfuffle with somebody, or you call somebody a fucking idiot to their face, but the CEO happens to be there. Like, make sure you do it when the CEO's not there. Pro tip. But anyway, so this happens, right? And then like you and your friend were a part of this, and they decided to terminate your friend because your friend threw the first punch. Okay. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And then like, hey, okay, we want to bring you back. You've cleared everything. Everything should be fine. Well, hold on. I'm not going to come back and get a paycheck until my friend gets rehired and gets a paycheck. I appreciate the whole falling on the sword for a friend.
Yeah, I hear you. Which
is 100% out of character for CM Punk. Because if anything, he is proven time and time again, CM Punk cares about CM Punk. Okay?
CM Punk, his dog, and his wife, I think in that order. And that's it.
His dog, CM Punk, then himself. Oh, yeah. Then dot wife. Maybe a few more dots in there. But anyway. I'm still in the camp that he can print money if he comes back and does it the right way. But damn, like they're giving you a job on a silver platter. All you have to do is talk on the mic, be a complete asshole, like in real life to people out on TV, not talk to the Bucks, not talk to Kenny Omega because you're gonna be split, except for on pay-per-views. That's basically the time you guys are gonna have to intermingle, and that's it. But he can't do that. Yeah, he can't even do that. Like sometimes the juice is not worth the squeeze, and my God, I am feeling like this is one of those moments. Even though I've said literally you can print money the moment they put Punk Omega head to head.
And they still can. I still agree with that statement. They absolutely could have the first United Mint of AEW, right? I 100% agree with you there.
Yeah,
but
just baffling.
And I'm with you. I'm all for it, right? Bros. Look out for your guy. I get it, right? It's also being a grown ass adult. There's apparently interest with Impact with Ace Steel. Well, how come to be a producer? Okay, cool, right? If you were a true friend, be like, hey, cool. You go do your thing, bro. We'll get you back over here eventually, right? That's the true friend way, right? Hey, there's too much heat right now. Let's let some stuff. Why don't you go there, show some good face, do that for 6 months or so. I'm sure I get back in here. I'll get you back in, right? But no, he's just like, oh, you're not bringing him back? And it's like, oh my God, really? So with that being said, that leaves a pretty big hole in the top of your Collision card. You've got, and you have been running for a while. And granted, the numbers have not been as high in the past couple of months as they had been, before that. But they're still pretty good. They're still high 8s, 9s, right? They're still doing pretty good, decently, right? You can continue to kind of go in that direction because this is, your future movement. You're building for the future with all you're doing with the Pillars and with Ricky Starks. And you got Jay White hanging out there. Jay White's an attraction. Shit, the reception Jay White got tonight. I mean, the women's division's coming along. They're getting better. You can move some of the elite over, and you could potentially have Kota Ibushi inside debuting on your shiny brand new show.
Yeah, but I kind of want him. I
don't feel that's right, but I feel like that might be the direction is what I'm getting at.
That's a solid plan B. I think you're right. I think that's a solid plan B. Plan A is gonna be Punk,
100%.
but like he just needs to get over it. That's my opinion. I think Phil's being a bitch. I think that's what it is. Yeah, like we get it. You think you're a big deal. Got it. I'm glad you feel that way. Let's move on and let's make money together, shall we? No, okay, then I'll move on. Coda, you're my guy. You're gonna be my number. You're gonna be my ace on this show. No golden lovers reunited, which is gonna make Jamie very sad. It's fine.
So we'll see what they do with that. You guys give us your opinion because we know it's a maritime before Coda is in an AEW ring and in some storyline. May not be a very long one because he has long said that he doesn't necessarily want to get tied down. He wants to bounce a little bit, But let's be real. He's going to be in AEW. We know this, right? Give us your prediction. Is he part of Anarchy in the Arena? You got something else I'm not thinking of? Let us know in chat. Give us a comment. Let us know.
Whatever you say is wrong. I am right. No, I'm not that guy. But seriously. All right. So let's talk about arguably the match of the night, honestly, which was the opener. I'm sorry. I thought the first match was the best by far, and that's Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin versus Big Bill and Lee Moriarty.
I have a different match of the night, but for different reasons. So go for it. It's fine. Let's talk about the opener. Well, the post Wardlow getting beat up with a ladder opener.
Yeah, we're gonna just glean over that. He got put through a ladder, and it's gonna be a ladder match between him and Christian Cage at Double or Nothing.
Little on the nose here, Tony. Just a little bit.
Yeah. I saw. Okay, so can we talk about Chris? Damn it! Can we talk about Christian Cage for just a second?
Oh, okay. So I thought we were just gonna glance over this. What do you want to talk about, Christian Cage?
Doesn't he look like the guy that you may have fucked over in high school, and then he's gotten older, and then now he's the one dating your mom?
Right. He somehow got like really good stock options at something, and then kind of weaseled his way through something, and drives a 15-year-old Porsche, and it's the turtleneck. It's the turtleneck.
It is like he looks like a cougar hunter now. Cougar Hunter Cage. That's what we'll start calling him now.
Oh, I'll allow it. I like that.
Well, it's the Cougar Hunter going against War Daddy. All the women are happy. The older ladies are happy.
I don't know if our friend Heather can. Heather, can you contain yourself? I don't know if you'd be able to contain yourself during this.
Oh, it's War Daddy.
It was more
He
that.
knows what he likes.
Let's talk about Orange and Darby surprise tag team versus Lee Moriarty and Big Bill, who we last saw in the firm deletion thing.
Yeah, so the firm's dead, thank God. So honestly, I just really enjoyed this match. It had comedy. It had solid moves. Again, Darby Allin in 50-50 style booking for himself instead of 70-30 or 90-10 of him getting the shit kicked out of him. Like, somebody must have gotten his ear about, hey, you could be a big star if you just don't get your teeth kicked in for 90% of a match.
This is pretty good stuff. Keep doing it.
That's I have come completely 180 from where I was
But
6 months ago.
You were like king of the anti-Darby Allin fan club as little as 3 weeks ago. Just
no, it was like 6 weeks ago. But
okay, it was long standing though, is the thing.
Oh yeah. His TNT title reign. Give me a freaking break.
Which one?
No, all three of them. See, Heather had a see.
I said Heather's amped for, for Young Crush and current War Daddy.
That match is for the ladies. But okay, so anyway,
all right. Tag team match.
Darby and Orange get the dub. Shocker. But the thing was with me, Allin hits the coffin drop, and then Moriarty, and then he does the headlock takeover the way he lost to MJF. Mm-hmm. Continuity, folks.
Yeah.
Continuity.
What are your thoughts on their new kind of shtick that they're doing of interviewing people who had matches earlier in the night backstage with Renee Paquette? Because I don't like it.
I don't mind it. It's
kind
of annoying.
Well, here's my thing: is you gave somebody a match, and then you're giving them promo time later on, and it's like, okay, yes, we know. It's like you could use that time to do a different promo with Renee in the backstage, because I mean, you just saw the match. Now the thing with Orange Cassidy she did was cool, but her follow up to Darby was all about the headlock takeover. Was that a sign to MJF? It's like, okay, Renee, who's feeding you these questions? Seriously.
I know. And usually she's really good about that stuff. But like you said, the Orange Cassidy thing is great. They're setting up the
Blackjack Battle Royal.
Blackjack Battle Royal. It's not the Casino Battle Royal because it is for the International Championship.
Well, because there's 21 of them too. Because
yes,
Renee's interview with him was he's asking about Kyle Fletcher from Aussie Open who jumped him last week and this and that. And he goes, anybody that wants a shot, just go tell Tony. I don't care. I'll take it. Whatever. Right. So then later on, she's like, apparently 20 people signed up. Well, okay, they all get a shot. I'm 2. So we'll do it. What was it? 21? We'll do a blackjack battle roll. You want in? No, okay, 21. We'll do So Orange is great.
So good.
For the most part, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's like, you're taking TV time away from other people that could potentially have a promo, right? For something. But, whatever.
You mean like setting up Jade Cargill to finally lose to Taya Valkyrie?
Is that what they're doing? Because she has an open challenge on Rampage this week, and it's just, I think they have no idea what they're doing with Jade Cargill.
Hey Valkyrie, she's the one. She's the chosen one.
I'm in agreement with you on that, Jamie. I think that's the good way to go. That's smart. I don't think they're going to do that, and because I don't think they have a damn clue what they're doing with her.
I don't think they have a clue what they're doing with half their freaking roster right now. But they're probably feeding them, Collision's going to be great for you guys.
Well, and
he's going to puke. Sorry.
I probably want to have her as the women's face of Collision.
Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa's going to be
Thunder Rosa should. I know, but it's like, once again, this all could have been solved if you just had a second women's match, Tony. That's all I'm saying.
We've been saying that for a year and a half. Committed to the bit, ladies and gentlemen. Committed to the bit. All right. So after that, Young Bucks got jumped by the Blackpool Combat Club. Yep, we already talked about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And then Renee, yep, she talks
Interviews
to
Wardlow, who was in the ring earlier. And it's just, once again, I'm sorry.
I know. I'm just do that.
I really hate this. I just don't like it. But whatever.
So,
you want to talk about Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, or do you want to talk about
no? Let's talk about Sammy Guevara. Going up against arguably one of the best names I think I've ever seen, Exodus Prime.
So good. I saw it on his kick pads, and I'm like, is that really his name? And then they actually gave him an announcement. I'm like, so good.
Yeah, his name is Exodus Prime. He loses in like 10 seconds, but it doesn't matter. The name is on point. Exodus Prime. If you happen to watch this, we would love to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because that's a kick-ass name.
Based out of Oklahoma, we might be able to see him somewhere close to us. Anyway.
I mean, I'm in. All right, so after that, Sammy gets on the microphone. Sammy's getting better on the microphone. Still sucks, but he's getting better. I would say
he's not terrible. Not like Jack terrible.
Okay, so 1 to 10. All right, 1 being JBJP, and 10 being MJF. Right, like that's your scale. That's your talking scale. Where would you put Sammy Guevara?
I put him at a solid 6. 5.
Wow.
5. I do 5. Do him right in the
5.
middle.
Right in the middle?
Right in the middle.
Okay. I would personally give him a 4. He was a 3. You know, I feel like he was a 3 and he's a 4. Okay, let's just keep going with this. Darby Allin.
Darby, I'm going to give a 6 because I think that he's more than just his talking has improved, but he's so much more than the talking, which is, yes, a nod to and a rip off and a pull from old Sting, right? You know, promo without talking, right? That's right up but it's him. So I'd give him a 6 though, because his talking still needs some improvement, but he's gotten really pretty good with it, honestly.
Yeah. So I would agree. I put him a 6, almost a 7, because his stuff has gotten way better. Like night and day different. Okay. We're gonna keep on. We're just doing this. War Daddy. I'm playing on full on pissing off Heather on this one. I'm sorry.
As much as I want to give him more credit, he's a 3.
He's a 3. Solid 3.
I mean,
he look like a 10. Oh boy, can talk like a 3.
He's trying, but and
all right.
And you want to do Jack Perry, I'm assuming too.
Well, no, he's already won. I've already put him as like the bottom.
Okay, all right.
He's the bottom. He's the worst. The worst. Okay, so then now let's go into the Jeff Jarrett Black Machismo.
Did you see that there's a wrestling buddy or a wrestling figure of Black Machismo right now on AEW?
He just trademarked Black Machismo again.
I hope he brings back Black Machismo so bad. Anyway, sorry, yes.
So all right. So now, like, let's keep our 1 to 10 scale up. How do you feel like their promo section with FTR was?
Like the section or them as a whole?
The section. Like just tonight.
Because we were just doing
we can go into whole too.
Right.
Yeah, we can go into whole too.
But well, as a whole, they're both very high. I mean, they're they're seasoned veterans. 8s for sure, if not, I mean, They got times. I mean, Jeff Jarrett has
in his prime was a 9.
He's a good and bad throughout his career, but he was up there pretty high. And I love me old school Jay Lethal, and some of the stuff he did that was off the cuff the whole woo off.
It's one of the best damn things ever.
It's so good. I've come around to this faction a little bit more. Because I do like Jay Lethal so much. Sanjay Dutt fits great where he is. They're doing just the right stuff with Satnam Singh, which is barely have him do anything and have him say nothing. Okay,
and
cool.
have him just be a big imposing force that just gets involved on occasion.
Every once in a while, he does something big. He like tonight, right? He did something big, right? Good, right? And Jarrett's not so over in your face, even though he shouldn't be on TV anymore. But that's another story. So I don't mind it, and it feels like I feel like they're setting it up for a break anyway, with Jay Lethal breaking off, because Jay Lethal's this whole thing with Mark Briscoe has gotten him kind of conflicted, right? He's like, you could see it. Tonight they came out with 2 guitars, one that said Dax, one that said Cash. A little on the nose what they're going to do with that, right? But still. And Sanjay trying to hand the guitar over to Jay reluctantly takes it, So you can see what they're doing with this. They're setting that up for a break, and I'm all for that. FTR, of course, comes out, and it's a big in-sprawl. They push Satnam off the stage onto like 25 tables because he's a big son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, Dax tried to strip Jay naked, which was interesting.
It was kind of funny. Yeah.
And funny. And they brawl, but overall, they end up getting the upper hand via a out of the blue appearance by one Karen Jarrett.
Karen, formerly Angle Jarrett.
Who I have not seen since Impact, and
she looks exactly the same.
Pretty much, right.
Like, barely weathered, like aged. She looked great, like crazy. But
low blow, double guitar, and then Satnam came in back from the depths of the tables, was all pissed, and did a pretty good looking double choke slam. I'm not gonna lie.
It was pretty good, but you also had 2 guys who
know what they're doing, right? Well, that's what you gotta do with a young guy. You gotta help him along.
So okay. So I posted this thing, and I posted it on purpose because I really want to get your opinion on it. And since Karen Jarrett did it tonight, what is your favorite low blow? So like, there's the from behind, then there's the one up front, then there's the reverse kick, and then just the straight freaking crane kick right to the nuts.
Oh man, there is. Okay, Jamie and I are not the same person. I want to specify this, just throwing this out here. But the reverse kick, I'm an old Flair guy, and the old reverse, you knew I was gonna do this too, because you know that my affinity with old Flair. I watched him as I was a kid, when he was down there in the old, Crockett Broadcasting, Saturday late mornings. We got that up from some Tennessee station, or the reverse mule kick. I love it. It's
the reverse mule kick by far, right?
Good. It's so well. They're all situationally, they all could be great depending on what it was, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But the reverse mule kick is the best. Just out of bing.
Yeah, like talking to the ref, bam, like got him. Like it's my favorite. Like
it's so smooth,
so good,
so smooth. So.
I knew you'd say that.
I knew you knew that.
I knew that you knew that I knew that you knew it. Even if I wanted to.
So yeah, there's the OC Battle Royal thing, and then what did you think of the women's match?
I enjoyed it a lot. Actually.
I thought it was a pretty good match. It was changed from a 6-way because Jamie Hayter wasn't cleared. I don't know if that's true or not, but whatever. So it was just Ruby Soho, Ruby, and Toni versus Shida and Britt Baker. And holy shit, how over is Shida? At least in Austin, Texas. I mean, come on. Wow.
So first off, you know me. I loved Shida's new gear.
How about her new music?
Her music, we
didn't hear a lot of it, but I heard a little bit.
It's like, hey, I like it. Doesn't have necessarily the drums, like how she does, but it still had some of the inspiration of her old one. But my God, Shida looked great. Shida was beyond over. I definitely want to call that out because her pop was by far the loudest of any of the women. By far. Like it might have been pop of the night because it was
up there.
High.
Now Austin is a very good, very, very good wrestling city, right?
Yes.
Long-standing, right? So that might have had some play into it. I don't know, but
game appreciate game. She got game.
She was by far. But everybody was actually, I mean, the crowd really was into this match too. And I think rightfully so. Because probably four of the best on the roster. The four, going at it, doing great stuff. Ruby, everybody knows, my affinity towards Ruby. Toni's hardest worker. Apparently she won 4 matches in 5 nights. I don't know how that's possible, but she did.
That sounds like Toni, though.
It sounds like Goldberg and his like ballooning record they say is made up. Anyway, and of course Britt Baker, but Shida, my God, Shida looked great. She has a new look to her, new attitude.
Yeah, big fan. But honestly, like this might have been the best match of the night.
This was up there. I think that the opener was a very good match. I like this one more, though.
Yeah. Now that I think about it. I mean, and the thing is, too, that I really enjoyed was the heel win, too. Saraya, distracting him. So
Ruby throws in the spray paint.
Ruby throws the spray paint to Toni. Toni spray paints Britt's face, hits her with the Storm Zero, Dub City. No, dude, like, I love this storyline. At first I was like, man, I don't like this storyline. Now I'm like, this is a really solid storyline.
They've done a good job getting a long-term storyline going here. This is something that has legs because a little bit after that, they announced Toni Storm. Toni Storm was being interviewed by Renee behind whatever, but she calls out and challenges Jamie Hayter for a title match at Double or Nothing. Jamie Hayter, who she lost the title to, right? So, and then later on, it was formally announced as one of the women's matches at Double or Nothing. So the 6-way that we all predicted not happening. Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, Double or Nothing. Thoughts?
No way that's happening.
It's on the card already, dude. It's there.
Did she accept? She wasn't even on the show to accept.
They put the graphic up at the end of the show for Double or Nothing, and that was one of the matches that they went through.
No way. No way. I'm saying it's gonna change.
You have a box and you think it's okay. You don't think it's gonna stay that way. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
It was definitely
gonna morph. I know, but I'm just like, no way it's happening. Like they have to change it in some way, shape, or form.
Is that because you're leaving out Ruby and Saraya and Britt and Shida?
Unless they have a separate tag team match.
They might have a separate tag match.
And then that with Jade and Taya Valkyrie, hopefully.
I don't think you're going to have a Jade
women's matches. 3 women's matches? What?
That happened once before. One of them was on the buy-in, and Jade will probably be on the buy-in again if they do that. But I don't know. I don't know. I thought they were pretty set on doing the 6-way at the pay-per-view, but hey, I guess not.
It's not gay if it's in a 6-way.
Spicy, Jade. Spicy. Do you want to take a I want to do the same thing that Excalibur did real fast, if you don't mind. I want to take a quick break. Rest in peace, Superstar Billy Graham. Those youngins out here, you don't know, go to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, after this is done, look it up, man.
Superstar Billy Graham, yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk about, this is like Led Zeppelin, Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Who.
He was a body guy before there were body guys.
Yeah, to today's wrestlers, this is a guy that laid foundation work for what you see every day on every promotion. And to a man, nobody's ever said anything real bad about Superstar Billy Graham outside of the ring that I've ever heard. So
I've never. Much love. All right, so then we had the announcement that we already went over. The announcement. Actually, it was finally a big announcement that was also
squashed by
Warner. So word has it is on the Max, HBO Max, the artist formerly known as HBO Max, that the insider access from AEW is going to be on there.
Okay.
And that's going to be the first piece to get wrestling on the Max.
Okay, so I understand what they're doing. You don't want to go. You don't want to go whole hog if it's not going to be a big draw, right? So you want to kind of ease into it. I get it. So cool.
In a match that we knew definitely was not going to suck, and it definitely did not suck, and that's Roddy versus Jericho. What'd you think?
My favorite match of the night.
I knew it would be.
This absolutely, because it was stupid madness, and I loved it. And Roddy's a worker, and Jericho, whether you love him or hate him, he still's got it in him. And they lasted in the ring for 2 minutes. Commercial break started. They started to make their way through the audience up to the concourse where the fun began, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Oh, and before you continue, I do want to call out that both Adam Cole and the Jericho Appreciation Society were banned from inside the building.
They could not be
from the building
in the arena at all. Not even like in the back. No, the building.
Yes. Banned from inside the building.
So they make their way up the stairs, pinfall attempts, all this stuff, mayhem, typical mayhem stuff. I'm loving every second of this. And then they get to the concourse where the fun really began. The crowd had definitely had one too many yinlings and was barely being held back by security. There was fighting through tables, and silverware was being used. Plastic silverware was being used as safety first, kids, as distractions. And then you had apparently a famous local chain, or we don't have him here, but everybody, a Mr. Softy ice cream is brought into the mix.
Cool. Don't know what Mr. Softy is.
They made it sound like it's a big thing maybe down south. If you guys know what a Mr. Softy is, and we're just, because we don't have them here, whatever. But ice cream in the mix, and that was good fun. Jericho's covered in ice cream. He had to go into the trash, pull out a bunch of papers to wipe his face at one point. Anyway, they continue to melee, eventually make it outside the arena where you saw where this is going, but it was all a ploy by Roddy to get Adam Cole. And they, on one of the little planners there, they set up Jericho, two booms, big knee by Roddy, 1, 2, 3, Roderick wins. I loved every second of this. I love just organized mayhem, and this was it. It was so much fun.
It was great. Like I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's another solid match, man. Like, can't be mad about that.
So our friend Heather has informed us that Mr. Softy are big ice cream trucks in the South. Deep South. Okay, that makes sense.
Deep South.
Right. Well, because especially when you think about it, because Tony Schiavone was the one that's like, not Mr. Softy. He's from Atlanta, so he knows, right?
There you go.
Yeah. So we don't know. We had the Dippin' Dots though at Kansas City Cable Dome Arena.
So in the area where it's their pleasure to serve you chicken is also where sweet tea is predominantly drank, and where when somebody does something wrong, just bless their heart, has Softy ice cream. Did I completely just profile the entire South?
I think you pretty much did, and that's okay.
I don't.
I love me some sweet tea though, real good sweet tea, brewed.
I'm not a sweet tea guy. I don't like tea at all. Actually, I hate tea.
It's just weird because it's like you don't like coffee and you don't like tea.
I know.
Well,
I don't like coffee. I don't like tea.
The only other match that
Krispy Kremes. Okay, Heather.
We got Krispy Kremes.
We have a Krispy Kreme now.
Okay, all right. Well, there were a lot of Krispy Kremes up here. There's
we're like infiltrated by Dunkin', and Dunkin' Donuts sucks. Hot take. Don't give a shit. They are terrible, man. Like it is just the worst donut ever.
You profile the Deep South, and then you basically take a big old poop on the entire Northeast. Okay, gotcha.
Let's go. Who else is next?
I told you, Spicy Jamie. Dunkin' Donuts is not as good as it was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it was amazing.
Yes, that's
we
I
had it grown. I had grown up when I lived in Illinois, and then in Jeff City again when I moved there, and it was so good. It's not as good, but I have fond memories of it because I did grow up with Dunkin' Donuts. You know, where a lot of people west of the Mississippi didn't. You know.
So here locally in Kansas City, we have Lamar's Donuts, and Lamar's is
Mars is pretty good. I don't think it's like
Lamar's.
the Quan of donuts like a lot of people do
Oh
believe.
no,
But
no.
I think they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Fresh Krispy Kreme donuts are the best donuts in the world.
I'm on your bandwagon though. When we went to Denver, we had donuts that
Witchell's,
which you said they had a lot in Kansas City when you were growing up, right?
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
had Winchell's. So Jamie couldn't shut up about this fucking donut place, right? So on our way out of town, we had to get donuts, right? You know, so we got a dozen Winchell's, and they were phenomenal. They were really damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
They're good shit. So if we're just going hot takes, Whataburger can suck it.
Let's
go.
I like Whataburger. I like me some Whataburger.
It's fine. It's fine. But everybody's like, it's the greatest burger ever. It is literally if Burger King and McDonald's had a baby. It's the size of a Burger King Whopper, but it tastes just like McDonald's.
Have you ever had their chicken sandwich? The Whata chicken?
No.
You need to have their spicy Whata chicken and then come back to me, okay?
I love a spicy chicken sandwich.
It's fantastic. And they have really good onion rings too at Whataburger, I will say. Really good onion rings.
And Heather brings up Nashville hot chicken. Ooh, I love me some Nashville hot.
Okay. I don't. I'm not. I like spicy, but I just don't. I don't know. Nashville hot chicken just doesn't do it for me. I don't know.
Well, the thing is you can actually taste it. Like it's not like you're eating it for sport. Not like
It's not like the I'm here to burn your mouth for no good goddamn reason. Right.
Yeah, like I'm actually can enjoy this. Sweat, maybe have some eyes, but it's delicious. Like if you get it really good. So I'm in.
Yeah. Now, I like Whataburger a lot more than Jamie does. I also, I'm trying to think of burger joints that I really dislike, and like none of the big hot ones really come to hand. Like In-N-Out, I really liked it. I don't know if I'd put it on a pedestal like some people out west do, right? But it's very good.
Good.
It's very good.
I like the Habit better, personally.
The what?
The Habit. It's out there, but it's not a drive-through. You actually have to park and
I
eat there.
I've never.
It's solid. It's
solid.
solid.
I do like Shake Shack. Oh shit,
that's good.
Shake Shack's really good.
Hot take. Five Guys.
A lot of people say that. I used to love
their burgers are.
I used to love Five Guys. I'd die on that hill, right? Five Guys best burger ever. Lately though, it hasn't been as good.
Yeah. They're fries though. They're fries.
Still give you like 85 potatoes for a small.
and the thing too that I learned, thank you TikTok by the way, that you can go, they have a no upcharge on bacon and you can ask for as much bacon as you want.
What?
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
So you could go up and go, hey, I want a bacon cheeseburger, but I want lots of bacon, like a pound of bacon or half a pound of bacon. Like they can just say like, I want 10 strips of bacon. And then you can take that and then heat it up in the next morning and eat breakfast.
Smart take, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. All right, let's get back to wrestling. Okay, we can talk about.
Okay.
So we don't have much left. There was a Jack Perry match against Roosh. It was fine.
I was pissed off because like, why are you doing this to Roosh? Why are you doing this to him?
I mean, he was whatever. He's choking out Roosh, and then Darby comes out. He's choking out Darby. And then he gets himself eliminated, right? They're obviously on the take from MJF, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then Sammy comes out, and then all three of them have respect for each other, so they're all staring at each other down. Okay, cool, right?
But can we all just bask in the glory of what was honestly a spectacular Scorpion Death Drop by Darby Allin?
It's very good.
Chef's kiss.
I mean, Darby. You and I have agreed on this. Darby is the guy of these three. By far.
Yeah.
And then there was one match left.
Let's just end it with this one. And I mean, unfortunately, like we've already hit our crescendo. But so Jay White, or Captain Abs is what I like to refer to him now. So all 36 and a half of his abs going up against Ricky Absolute Starks. And this match I thought was going to be an absolute tear down the house banger.
Same.
Win by disqualification because Starks hit White with a chair. How did you feel about that?
I feel like they were using this match as a amuse-bouche, if you would, right? We're going to give you a little of this because the real match is coming at Double or Nothing, right?
You feel like they just kind of elongated it just to make it so it'd go to Double or Nothing, right?
Absolutely.
Like that's how I'm feeling. That's 100% how I take it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just trying to build this match up, but you don't need to build this match up because it's Jay White and Ricky Starks.
I mean, the crowd was feeling it. The crowd was ready to go. This is Ricky. Ricky lives here now, you know? I mean, so that was good. He had that pop going on, but it was good for what it was, but it felt like it was very much a dress rehearsal, if you would.
Yeah. Because I think this match is going to tear the roof off. Sleeper match of the show, Double or Nothing, Jay White, Ricky Starks.
Mm-hmm. Not formally announced yet, but yes.
They're already here. They're already here. It's just going to take them up just a little bit more.
Just a little extra to get up.
And I'm really hoping they finally drop the Bullet Club gold shirt, because that will be in my possession. I don't care if it's a black t-shirt. I'm telling you, Tony, I will wear it.
Every time Jay White comes out, I see him walk past a giant logo, black with the gold lame Bullet Club on, you know, whatever, or the shiny gold. And I'm like, where is that shirt? Black with the shiny gold Bullet Club? That's as simple. It's like, you talk about printing money. Hello, you're a fucking t-shirt company, right? Make these t-shirts, guys.
Yes. Because you know that'd be a sexy ass. Oh. I want that shirt.
So next week, we're gonna give next week is the actual go home. So we'll find out what they do with this. For the most part, the card is pretty short up. Jay and Ricky aren't officially on the card, but you got ladder match for TNT title. You've got the tag team titles with Mark Briscoe on a pole. I mean, Mark Briscoe as a special guest referee. You got the women's title match, which Jamie believes is not going to stay the same, but right now it's Hayter versus Storm 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, right? For the title, we'll say 2. Anarchy in the Arena, the big thing, the 4 Pillars match, Blackjack Casino Battle Royal, and they haven't announced this one either, but you're going to have Adam Cole, Jericho, right, of some ilk, so.
Yes, I think that would be one of the last ones announced, and then you'll get some stipulations, because can't just have regular matches anymore, man. Like, you have to have some kind of stipulation. So
I hear you. Well,
there'll be some kind of shenanigans afoot.
So we'll have to see what another big announcement next week with and I'm sure that TNT's Twitter 4 hours before Dynamite's gonna spoil what the location is. He's trying to make these announcements better, more impactful, but you also don't want to step on Business Daddy's toes. I get it. So,
amen.
Final thoughts about AEW Dynamite, burgers, whatever you feel.
Burgers, definitely gonna have to say In-N-Out was like, I don't know if it's S tier, but the Habit's definitely S tier. The Habit's S tier.
I need to try the Habit then. I need to get the Habit.
Like, it's In-N-Out with a thicker burger and just as much flavoring and better cheese, and yeah.
Is it only west of the Rockies?
Yep.
Okay.
So anyway, but the show wise, it was okay. There's some high points, low points, but it definitely felt like a go home. So it was like a go home eve. So I'm wondering if next week is totally gonna suck, which I'm hoping not. I hope that they do some things. But we'll see. We shall see.
We shall see. I'll also be if they just go balls to the wall. I know that one match I did see that was announced for next week is the ROH tag title match between Lucha Brothers and Claudio and Wheeler. So that won't suck. We know that.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see where they go with this here. Overall, my anticipation for Double or Nothing, it's kind of like middle of the road, honestly. I'm not like pumped for it.
I'm a 6, maybe a 7.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be a solid show, so we shall see. So stay tuned here.
Bushi was going to be there, being nice.
They're not going to announce Bushi if he's there, right? I'm with you. They will make sure it's announced for TV so they get that ratings. But if he shows up at anywhere else, he's not going to be announced. He's going to be surprised somehow. We'll see. Is Jamie right about Ibushi? You only got 10 days to wait. But you only have 7 days to wait for us to come back here. Same bad time, same bad channel. We'll talk about the go home. We'll do a little preview for Double or Nothing next week. Like I said last week, we will have a post show after Double or Nothing. We probably will not have a pre-show like we did last time for Revolution. So just FYI, But definitely, we got to have that post show because we got to determine who the new champion is of our pick title. So,
reigning, defending.
It's been a while since you pulled that out.
Undisputed. Me.
So keep an eye out on our Twitter. We got some other stuff cooking in the works here, so definitely give us a follow. Also follow us down here if you want to be notified when we do go live, because we do got, as I said, some other things coming up here we'll be releasing shortly. Hit the notification bell on YouTube. Follow us also, wherever we may be. We appreciate all your support. We truly do. So with that being said, we'll see you next week. Jamie, take us home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not down with Total Spotfest, I got 4 words for you. Happy 13th birthday, Jessica.
Yay! Happy birthday, Jess.
Turns 13 tomorrow. I'm in hell.
Welcome to your nightmare. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time.